Hey guys, welcome back to another new video Chronos lecture. So in this video we will learn about a new topic, that is longest common subsequence problem, LCS. It is very important as for your interview and your semester examination. So let's get started without wasting any time. So first one is the LCS, longest common subsequence. Means LCS is what? So LCS is nothing. It is defined as longest common subsequence which is common to all given input subsequence. Clear? Means given two strings are there. Let us assume one string is s1 and another string is s2. Okay, so the task to find out the longest common subsequent, that is longest subsequent present in both the strings, must be present in both the strings. You cannot understand, so simply I write this. Okay, so here given, let us assume one string is s1 and the letter are B, A, C, D, B. One string is given. Another one string, that is S2, the letter are B, E, C, A, B. These two strings are present in a given question. So here we have to find out the longest common subsequence. So first we have to know what is the subsequence. Subsequence means here common subsequence means here also in string 1 B is present and here also in string 2 B is present. So here simply write down B is a common subsequence, then A. Here A present, A is a common subsequence. So it is, we can say that it is a common subsequence. But it is not a longest common subsequence because here also 1 is there, C is there. Here C is also there. Then D not present, B not. Yes, B is also present. Okay. So B is already taken, so we cannot choose next. So here the longest common subsequence is BAC. BAC. It is the longest common subsequence of this given problem. So clear? Yes. Okay. So by the help of another example, we can find out how to solve a longest common subsequence problem in our question. So let us assume the question is given here. A question to find out the LCS of the following two strings. Okay, so here string 1 is given B, A, C, D, B, and string 2 is given B, D, C, B. Okay, so first to solve the longest common sequence, so first we have to draw a matrix format, row and column. You already learn about the how to draw a matrix in our programming language. So here I have to draw the matrix format. So first we calculate how many rows and columns we have to draw. So here the size is how, so you can choose any string as a row and a column. So simply I choose first one to the row and second one as a column. Okay, so here the size of the string s1 is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here 1, 2, 3, 4. But when we draw the matrix, then it must be the size of the row is the string 1 size plus 1, means size plus 1 number of rows, means here 5, the size is 5, so we have to draw 6 number of rows, and here also the size is 4, so we have to draw here 5 number of columns. Okay, so let's draw. Simply draw this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so see how many rows and columns are there? 6 number of rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number of rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number of columns are there. So here S1 means what? Rows. S1, here S2. Okay, so simply write down to left first cell, do not write anything. So here S2 is write down, B, D, C, B, and here S1 B, A, C, D, B, B, A, C, D, B. Okay, clear? Any doubt? So first step is to fill up all the zeros in first row and first row and first column. Fill up all the zeros. So simply we fill up 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Clear? We can fill up all the zeros in our first row and first column. Okay, then the step number 2 is very important. So before going to the step number 2, we have to remember here 3 arrow marks there. One is upward arrow, another one is left arrow, and this is diagonal arrow. Okay, so it is very important. So first we have to remember these arrow marks. So and how, when we use this arrow mark, you cannot confuse. Okay, so first C, here B is present, here B is present, here D means this cell, here B means this cells. Okay, so here when the same letters, same number comes, then simply we use this arrow mark when same are there. So here B is present, here B is present. So what we do? We put a diagonal arrow. Okay, then come to the next cell. So here B, D, do not put anything. Here B, here C, do not put anything. Here B, here B. Then again put the diagonal arrow. Clear? So simply the next row, here A, B, not A, D, A, C, A, B, C, 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 C. Here simply put the diagonal arrow. Again D, here simply place it, and B, here B is there, and here B is there. Okay, clear? So now the step number 3. First step is clear, fill up all the zero. Step number 2 is there, when the same number or same letter comes, then we have to put the diagonal arrow. Okay, clear? Then the step number 3 is what? So see, when the diagonal arrow will come, we see it indicates the cell number this. Okay, so what we do, we just add the previous row and the previous column cell. Means here this cell, the previous is here the previous row and previous column means this cell. So we have to add 1 for the previous row and previous column, to adding 1. So and write this. So here 0 plus 1 means 1. So simply write this 1. Now come to the next step. The next step says that we check the previous row and the previous column, means this cell, the previous row and the previous column, which is greater, and the greater number, towards the greater number we put the arrow. So here 0 and 1. So which is greater? 1 is greater. Simply write down 1, and the arrow mark will be left. Clear? Say next cell, here 0 1, comparing 0 1, here 1 is greater, so simply write down 1 and the arrow mark will be left. And now come to diagonal arrow. So diagonal arrow when comes, what I say, diagonal arrow comes means the cell number, the left row and the cell number previous column and previous row cell number, to adding 1. So here indicates the previous cell number and the previous column. So here we add 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. Clear or not? Clear. Okay. So come to the next row. So here what? Here 0 and 1. Comparing this is greater. So simply write down 1 and arrow mark will be upward. Then when it is a next step, in this cell you see 1 is present, here also 1. So when a same number comes, by default we will use upward arrow. So here 1 is present, upward arrow. When same number comes, we use by default upward arrow, and when the greater are there we use the left arrow, and the diagonal we can say already. So here is 1 is also same, write down upward arrow. Here 1 is present, 1 1 upward arrow 1. Then next here 1 upward, here 1 upward, here diagonal comes means it's previous row and previous column, the cell number this, so we have to add 1 to this cell. So here 1 plus 1, then 2 is present, clear. Then come to the next cell. So here this is greater, so simply write 2 and left arrow, and here 0 1 1, and here comes again, here comes the diagonal arrow. So here the previous cell number this means left previous row and previous column cell number this, so this plus 1 means 1 plus 1 will be 2. So here 2 again comes to the next cell will be here 2 2 same, so 2, and by default the arrow mark will be upward, and here also 2 2 2, by default the arrow mark will be upward. Now come to the last cell. Here arrow mark present, so previous row and previous column this 0, so we have to add number 1 to this cell number. So 0 plus 1 means 1. Now this cell number will be greater to 2 upward, 2 upward, this number. Here the previous row and previous column this cell number plus 1, 2 plus 1 3. Clear or not? Okay, so we have already filled up all the numbers in our matrix. Again I can remembering you. So first step we have to draw the matrix form with the size plus 1 number of matrix. Okay, means the length of the string. If the length of the string is 5, then we have to draw the size is 6. Okay, so it is, so first step is our there to fill up in the first row and first column with all zeros. Then the step number 2 is to fill up in the same position, or we can say same letter when comes, we have to fill up the diagonal arrows. Step number 3 is to check if here diagonal arrow is present, then we move to its previous row and previous column, and we reach the cell number, and we have to add plus 1 of this given cell number. So it is step number 2 is already covered. Then the step number 3 is that if we check the left and the right, means previous row and previous column of that cell number, if that is greater, then we have to arrow mark towards the greater number. And step number 4 is that by default all the arrow mark will be upward when same number are present, like that. So after filling up the forms then we have to start counting at the last corner of our matrix. So last is 3 and the arrow mark is diagonal. So remember one thing, when the diagonal arrow comes, then we have to mark out this. Okay, so after this we go to this cell number, this indicates upward. So here we also diagonal is present, so we simply mark out. Then it goes to this one is upward, then left, then is this. After we find marking out all the diagonals, now see here first diagonal indicates here B is common, so simply write down B. Then here in the diagonal here 2, here what indicates C, and here C, simply write down C. And this means B, and here B. So our answer is BCB. It is the longest common subsequence of that given problem. So understand? Okay, so if this video is very much informative and valuable for you, so please like and share and comment in our video. Thank you. Jai Jagannath.